All right, boys and girls, back for another episode of Roland's Garage. Today, I've got another freaking Bayou. This is a 96, 94, 95, 300 four-wheel drive. It was brought to me. A friend of mine, it wasn't running, and it kept blowing the fuses. So I got the fuse part figured out. What happened was somebody was trying to get it back running. They hooked up some wire that shouldn't have been hooked up, so it was shorting everything out, and it fried the CDI box. But I had another box in the backyard. This is the carburetor that came off of it, which is absolutely filthy. I'm just trying to get it running so as quick as I can. So you see how nasty it is. So I went and got the carburetor off of my parts bike in the backyard, which is in a lot better shape. So I'm just going to try to clean everything out and soak everything, all that good stuff, instead of getting a rebuild kit and all that. I'm going to try to clean these jets and stuff out to see how it works. So get started. As you can see, this bowl and the inside of this one is a whole lot cleaner. So let's start taking everything apart. Take the float and the needle. This one may have been rebuilt not too long ago so far, because the needle looks to be in real good shape. You pooped? Well, I guess y'all heard that. We'll take this jet out. Let me, yeah. It's kind of bad, not too bad. Let me pause you. Let me go change his diaper. I'll be back shortly. All right, I'm back. So, yeah, sorry I ain't posted videos in a while. I got sick right after my my birthday. Thought I had COVID, but it just ended up being a real bad sinus infection and an upper respiratory infection. But it sure did put me out for the count for a little while. I still not back to 100% yet, but I feel a whole lot better than I did. Yeah, this one really ain't too bad a shape in here. Take this auto mixture screw out. Trying to get this rubber washer out now. I've got some carburetor parts left over from that Big Bear, so maybe I can get lucky and these rubber washers will be about the same. Take a wire, cut a little, very little bitty crook in it right there. A lot of times that'll help you get in there and get either that metal washer or that rubber washer down in there. There we go. Okay. What's wrong, bud? Huh? You fall off. Is that right? You okay? Okay. You jumped off. Where you going? See what this diaphragm looks like. Yeah, even that looks pretty good. I'm gonna try to take this seat out one time. Don't try to come out right, I'm probably just gonna leave it be. Yep, I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Okay. So since I'm not rebuilding it all the way, I'm gonna leave the needle seat in there. Everything else is apart. And it looks pretty clean. Hell, I may could have just ran this the way it was. What you got, boy? Oh, But need to go in the house, try to find some vinegar. If not, I guess I'll be running uptown right quick to get some. So y'all stick around. We'll get this thing rebuilt and try to get it back together and go from there. Right, forgot to mention the jet that goes into the emulsion tube and this, get your jet right here that goes in here. They both are threaded the same. The 58 will be alone, which is it's longer, and the port in it is smaller. The shorter jet with the larger opening will screw into the emulsion tube. I had to stop the camera and verify that before I went any further. I didn't want to go through all that and put the wrong one in the wrong spot. You do not have to screw these super tight. Just a little pressure and that'll be good. So let's go ahead and put the needle in the float in. Let's make sure that it works. Yes, sir. And I don't know if y'all can see me on camera, but what I'm doing is I'm blowing through there, through the inlet tube for the gasoline, holding it this way, blowing into the inlet, and moving the float up and down to simulate it filling up with gas to make sure it holds. Everything's good there. So my bowl, go ahead and screw my drain plug back in. Hold on, I gotta shut my door. Maverick done left my truck wide open and starting to rain. Alright, drain plug back in. Alright, mixture screw, spring, metal washer, rubber washer. Run it down until it stops. Do not screw this hard, just screw it until it catches. You'll feel it right there. All right, now I'm in Georgia, low outwind. My altitude, it is normal starting point's about 2.25. Different altitudes will be different things or different adjustments. So half, 1, half, 2, quarter. So that part is done. Drop that back down in. Drop the needle in. Yep, make sure it goes through your tube in there. Got your spring and your retainer. And cap. Let's see. I know a lot of these, I don't know about these models in particular, but a lot of these carburetors, these caps only go on one way. It doesn't seem like it matters on this one. And again, you ain't got to screw it down tight, just enough to hold it. And she's back together. Everything's working good so far. Let's check this again. Yep, the needle's holding. Alright, so I'm going to readjust the camera so we can put it back together and see if we can't get it to bust off. Alright, set up. Get this stuff out of my way. Choke cable, throttle cable. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook them up. Yeah, these threads on this choke cable are stripped, so I may have to come back and redo that, but we'll see. Get me a wrench right quick. Oh, infamous 10 mils. All right. I went ahead and unhooked the all the wires coming from the stator and stuff. Just to give me a little bit of room to get in here. This thing is set. Let's see, she said she's been married for 10 years and it's sat for about 4 years before she got married, so it's been sitting a good little minute. When I pulled the carb off, I shot some ether straight into the intake, turned it over, and it fired off. So I think it's still good running back. It's holding the choke in good. Okay. Hook up the drain. Vent tube. There we go. Let's see how this bugger ball is supposed to be ran. Tell you what we'll do. Yeah, that'll hold her. Ain't a lot of room to move in here. done looked at the air filter. Air filter still looks brand new. She said her husband and one of her buddies, one of his buddies, started working on it and couldn't get it to run, so thinking maybe they may have put the new air filter on there. Get your butt on there. There we go. Good deal. All right. So put these wires back up so I don't forget them. I'm gonna go ahead, turn the camera off. I'm gonna clean the tank. Clean the tank out and clean the tank out, go ahead and set it up here. Run my fuel line, put a little gasoline in it, and see if we can go get it crunk up. Once I get everything hooked back up and plumbed, we'll come back to it.